Okay, on problem number 33, we're going to do problems C and E. To evaluate this limit, what we want to do is multiply by the conjugate of the denominator so that we can get rid of the radical. And so if we multiply by root x plus 1 on the top and the bottom, we'll have the limit as x approaches 1 of x minus 1 root x plus 1, and I'm just going to leave that. I'm not going to expand that out. In the denominator, when we FOIL this out, we'll get root x times root x is just x, plus root x minus root x, those cancel, and then we just get minus 1. And so now you can see why I didn't multiply what's in the top, because now we have x minus 1 and x minus 1 cancel. So we have the limit as x approaches 1, square root x plus 1. As x approaches 1, this expression approaches 1, so we get 1 plus 1, or 2. For problem E, we can simplify. This is a complex fraction because we have a fraction inside a fraction. And so a while back we did some work with simplifying complex fractions, and what we did, the method was to multiply by the common denominator of all the denominators you see. So I only have one denominator, that's x, so I'm going to multiply the top and the bottom by x. So then the top becomes x minus 1 times x, and the denominator becomes 1 minus x. And it might look like nothing cancels right now, but what we can do is the 1 minus x I can write as negative x minus 1. Notice if I distribute this negative sign, it gives me negative x plus 1, which is the same as what I have here. I have a negative x and a positive 1. So anytime you want to switch a factor, meaning switch the two terms of a subtraction problem, you can just factor out a negative and then switch them. And so this expression here is the same as this expression, but now by having the x and by switching the x minus 1, now I have the same factor that I do in the top, and those cancel. And so now as x approaches 1, we just get 1 on the top and negative 1 on the bottom. So our limit is equal to negative 1.